you what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, my name is Leslie. You're in my kitchen down on the farm. Today, I'm looking kind of rough. I got a cowlick back here that just won't lay down, and but I want to do some cooking before I work on my hair, because I don't like to work on my hair if I'm going to do some cooking. So we're going to do some cooking, but I feel like I need to give a little bit of a disclaimer. First, let me just tell you, you have already seen my grandson Levi's birthday party. However, I'm filming this prior to the birthday party, and we're making it for the birthday party. Okay, so let me give you a little disclaimer here. I am making this to go to his party for those who may be diabetic or those who are cutting down on sugar or whatever the case may be. Now, let me just say, don't go anywhere. Don't leave, because I'm going to tell you how to make this full sugar and everything. I always seem to get in a little bit of trouble when I do a healthy recipe. But if you wait and listen, 9 times out of 10, I tell you how to make this full sugar and unhealthy. I tell you both ways. Now, and I totally get it. I remember when I was a young mother watching the Food Network, and you know, every January, it never failed, they went to healthy recipes, and I'd be like, oh, I didn't want to watch it because I didn't care nothing about healthy recipes then, like I do now. But I will say, I will tell you how to make this full sugar, so don't go anywhere. Just about every one of my healthy recipes can be adapted to make unhealthy. And a lot of my unhealthy recipes can be adapted to be made healthy. Now, if you watched yesterday's video, you know I don't do all healthy recipes. The honey bun cake, that was not a healthy recipe. So we are going to just have fun with this. So don't go anywhere. Don't think it's not going to be good, because I'm going to tell you exactly how to make it where it's unhealthy. That feels so weird saying that. But anyway, I know a lot of people don't care about low sugar, and I get it. I totally get it. So, all right, we're making a no-bake cheesecake, and it's not from a box. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to grab all my ingredients. I'll meet you back, and I'm going to turn the air on. I'm hot. I'll meet you back right here. So we're also going to be making a savory snack to go over there as well. I think she's having pizza and chips. And so anybody who is a diabetic who wants to cut down on their carbs or so forth, you know, they want to stay away from bread. So we're going to make a savory snack to go over there as well. But let me tell you how to go ahead and make this crust. We're going to start on the crust of this cheesecake. I'm going to tell you how to make it full sugar. What you would do is you would use about 1.5 to 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs. Now, usually when I make a graham cracker crust, I don't add any sugar, but if you wanted to, I would add like maybe a couple tablespoons of brown sugar to it. But just the graham crackers, they're already sweetened anyway. So I, however, am using almond flour. And so I'm using almond flour, and almond flour is not sweetened like graham cracker crumbs. So I'm going to be adding 3 tablespoons of a brown sugar substitute, a sugar substitute. They have brown sugar monk fruit. They have swerve, whatever your choice is. And I also have a teaspoon of cinnamon in here. Now, if you're using graham crackers, you would add a teaspoon of cinnamon to that as well. All right, and I'm going to kind of take my blending fork and give this a little stir before I add in my butter. So if you were using graham crackers, you would just add in 5 to 6 tablespoons of melted butter, just like I'm fixing to do to this. So the only difference is you wouldn't have to sweeten it quite as much, and that's it. That's the only difference. So see, I'm sharing with you how to make this full sugar. Now I'm adding in 5 tablespoons here of melted butter. And we're just going to blend this till it's nice and moist. This is my blending fork. I use it to make biscuits. I use it for all kinds of things, to make dough for dumplings, whatever. You can find it on Amazon, and I think I have it linked down in my, I have it linked down in my Amazon link down in the bottom of, in the description of my videos. Okay, so I have a greased 9 by 13 here, and I'm just going to dump this in. And with your impeccably clean hands, you're going to take this and we're going to spread it out, and we're just going to make an even crust all on this pan. Now, once I get it halfway evened out and kind of spread out all over, I like to take a flat something or another and pat it down. So we just want to spread this out evenly over all the pan and make a pretty crust like so. You don't have to bake this crust or anything. Now, if you were using graham crackers, you could toast it up if you wanted to, but you surely do not have to. And if you wanted as well, you could probably buy a couple of pie crust, graham cracker pie crust, and make this right in a graham cracker pie crust, and that would be delicious as well. That way you wouldn't even have to mix up the graham crackers. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and evenly press just to make sure I have it in here evenly. All right. Let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. So we are going to set this aside, and we are going to move over here. Let me grab my whisk attachment, and we are going to slide over here to our mixer. And I'm going to put in 2 blocks of softened cream cheese. And this is a no-bake dessert. I'm making this early this morning so I can get it in the refrigerator. Maybe even have to chill it in the freezer for a little bit, but we'll see. It's going in the refrigerator until about an hour before the party, and then I'll check it if it needs to go in the freezer at that point. But this is a great thing to make the night before. I just was not that bright, and I went and played putt-putt last night. It was so much fun. Okay, so to our cream cheese, I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of sour cream. Now, I always get asked, if I don't like sour cream, what can I use? I would use a Greek yogurt. And I think it would be totally fine to even use a vanilla flavored yogurt, especially if you're making this, you know, full sugar. All right. So we're going to add to this mixture, we're going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar. If you're making this full sugar, full sugar, no healthiness, use regular powdered sugar. I'm using a sugar substitute, an alternative. So I'm going in with a tablespoon of lemon juice and a tablespoon of vanilla. Let me tell you where I got the idea of this recipe from. It is Kristy's Keto Life, I think, and I will try my best to link her video down below. Now I'm going to turn this on high until it gets nice and fluffy. Okay, everybody, I want to take a moment and scrape the sides. Okay, so now is a good time to, that is good. You want to check your sugar level if you need to add more sugar or not at that point. So I think that is delicious. So I am going to just, now what we have to do is get our filling or our fruit ready. Y'all, that is good. This is not going to feel healthy at all. All right, so now let me just say, even with healthy dishes, you don't want to eat the whole thing, then it's no longer healthy. But I will be sad if I don't get a piece of birthday cake. But now I won't, because I'll have a little bit of a treat myself. So let me grab, we're going to do a raspberry topping. Let me grab that. I'll meet you back right here. So now for the fruit topping, I have in a saucepan, I have 2 of the, let me see what size they were. It's 6 ounces, 2 packages of the 6-ounce packages of raspberries. And I'm going in with 2 tablespoons of water. Now, I did taste these raspberries and they were a little tart. So I'm increasing the powdered sugar. The original recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. I'm doing probably 3. Plus, I like mine a little extra sweet. Just know as you alter things like this, it does alter the nutritional macros and all that good stuff that I don't understand. And I don't pretend to understand. So I'm putting this on the raspberries. I'm going to take a fork and just macerate these a little bit with my fork. And I'm going to get them on the stove top, and they will break down even further on the stove. And then we'll have a beautiful topping to put on this. So I'm going to go over here to the stove and get this on. And we'll see you in just a minute. So my raspberry jam stuff is finished, and I'm just going to let it cool for a little bit. While it's cooling, I'm going to clean up the dishes so then we can move on to the savory snack that we're taking to Levi's party. All right. It hadn't cooled quite enough, but I need to get this in the refrigerator so it'll be chilled and set up for the party. So on top of my crust, I'm just going to put my cream cheese mixture. Oh my goodness. So good. And like I said, on the raspberry dish, the jam over here, if you were making this full sugar, you would just use either regular powdered sugar or regular granulated sugar. Either one would work fine. And I am going to try my best to find Kristy's link to this and link her so you can go check her out. Show her some love. Both of these recipes I'm doing today did come from other sources. So I do want you to go to their site, whether it be Instagram or YouTube or whatever, and show them some love. All right. Oh, So I'm saving this to lick. Yes, I am. Okay. Now this is not as cool as I would like it. But we're just going to go with it. I would like it to be a little bit thicker as well. So I may have put too much water and I didn't let it cook long enough, but that's okay. It's still going to be good. It's just going to add, you know, a slight fruity berry flavor. The good stuff is that cheesecake. All right, so now I'm just going to take this, give it a whirl. You don't have to use all of this, or you can use all of this. Whatever you prefer. I just want to be sure everything's kind of covered with berry. All right. I'm going to put some tinfoil on this. I'm not going to use quite all of this berry stuff. I'm going to put some... that is so good. All right. I'm going to put some tinfoil on this and get it in the refrigerator. I'll see you back in just a minute when we make our savory snack, but then we'll come back and taste this before we go to the party. So on to the savory dish that we're going to make. We're going to make some bacon jerky. I got the idea from this on what has now become one of my favorite low carb channels, and that's Two Crazy Ketos. I think they are the cutest couple, and she is just hilarious. But Rachel. And so we're going to make their bacon jerky. But we're going to, like Leslie does, just tweak things a little bit and make one a little different. But what I'm doing right now is I bought this at Walmart, this rack. And so we're going to lay these out the best we can on this rack. And my other racks, my other pans and racks are just like makeshift racks. And I alternate the way I turn them just to help fit more on there. So I'm definitely going to make their sriracha, their sweetened sriracha ones. But the other one I'm just going to do like a candied, like a maple candied bacon. And we're going to use sugar-free syrup. Now, if you were not watching your carbs, like I promised, I'll tell you how to do it. You would just use regular maple syrup. And on their sriracha one, you would just sweeten it with honey or whatever sugar, brown sugar, whatever kind. But you want to be careful with the sugars, only because you don't want it to burn or to turn dark, or it's going to caramelize some, and you want that, but you don't want it to be like gross caramelized. Okay, so I am going to slide these over. I'm going to finish getting all the bacon out, and I'll bring you back when it's time to fix the toppings. Okay, everyone, so the way I had to makeshift my racks, I am not getting quite as many on as I did the first one, but that's okay. So I'm actually using about 1.5 pounds of bacon. I've never used this brand before. It's called Swift Double Smoked Thick Cut Bacon. You do want thick cut bacon, and it looks beautiful. I'm super happy with it, and I've just kind of makeshifted some racks to help with this process. This one I'm actually having to kind of lean over on the side just so it can fit in my oven beside the big one. And so yeah, all right, let me grab the toppings and we'll get those mixed up and get them in the oven. All right, I could not find my favorite sriracha, which is the green bottle. I can't find it anywhere. Is there a shortage? Do you guys know? So I don't even know if I'm going to like this kind or not, but this is what we've got and this is what we're using. So I'm just going to put a few squirts in here. Okay. Now, like I said, if you were doing this full sugar, you would add whatever sugar or sweetener of choice you are using. I'm actually going to use the liquid monk fruit, and I don't know how much. I'm going to start with 2 squirts, and we're going to give it a stir. And I'm going to give it a taste. Might burn my tongue off, but there's some heat to that. I'm going to do just a little bit more monk fruit. And I'm taking their word for it. Now, they said once it cooks, the heat comes out. But so we'll see. Now, I have 20 slices of bacon. Oh, and my other ones, I just have my favorite no sugar maple syrup. You would use your full sugar maple syrup if you were not watching carbs. So see, these recipes can be adapted for whatever you're looking for. Okay, so I'm going to do this whole sheet with the sriracha sauce. And we're just going to put it on one side. I'm going just like Joe and Rachel did. They said there's no need to do both sides, so I'm not. My oven is preheating to 200. So yeah, we're just going to do half and half. I'm going to do half maple syrup, half sriracha. I may have to make some more of the sriracha mix here. I believe I am. Maybe I can make it through to the end. We'll see. But I'm just kind of painting this on. I don't know if we're going to make it. I've got one more after I do this one. We'll just go light on these last 2. All right, I'm going to use this last one right here as my sriracha one. Y'all, that was pretty good guesstimate of measurements there. All right. Now, this one may get a little sweet from the maple syrup ones, and that one may get a little heat from the sriracha one, but I'm going to slide it over a little bit. I just don't want this one hanging over the edge. All right. Yum. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my favorite maple syrup, and we're just going to paint these same as before. I've got my oven preheating to 200. I've probably already told you that. But, and you can actually sprinkle this one with some salt, or I don't think you need the salt because the bacon's got salt, but maybe even some cracked pepper. Wouldn't that be good? All right, so we're going to go and bake for about at 200 for 2 hours. Then we're going to flip these over. I'm not going to paint them on the other side, but we're just going to flip them over and let them go 2 more hours. So we're going to have a total, I hope that one don't fall. I got it hanging off the edge. But I will definitely share Rachel and Joe's 2 Crazy Ketos. I'll share their video of this because they're much more pro at this kind of stuff than me. And they have the stuff to do it. I'm having to do makeshift racks and all kinds of stuff. So I didn't spray these racks. I probably should have, but I thought the grease from the bacon might be enough, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys, we're going in a 200-degree oven. I'll see you at the 2-hour mark when we turn them over. So this is a sight better, isn't it? Isn't it crazy how much makeup can help one person? Anyway, okay, so I'm an hour into my bacon jerky. So we got another hour, and then we'll flip it, and then it has 2 more hours at 200. And the house already smells delicious. It's actually making me super hungry. I won't try the raspberry till my bacon gets done. So we're just in a waiting game. I think I am going to go and do some laundry. I'm going to change clothes, get ready for the party, and yeah. Now, guys, talking about makeup, several of you have asked me to share with you my makeup routine. I don't mind doing that one bit. I mean, I'm totally fine with that. But let me tell you, I have watched the makeup guru people, the professionals, and the ones who are just absolutely gorgeous and beautiful and all that stuff. And I do everything wrong. Everything wrong. I apply wrong. I put it on. So I don't know that you want to learn from me. I will tell you one lady I absolutely loved to watch, and that's Dominique Sanchez. I can't even think of her last name. I can't say it. It's like Worcestershire sauce. It normally just rolls right off, but sometimes if I think about it, it doesn't come out right. Anyway, her name is Dominique, and she was an anchor woman in Houston, Texas. She is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. She's an older woman, but you would never know it because she is so trendy. She's beautiful. She's all the things. So she may be who you want to go watch apply makeup, because like I said, I do everything wrong. I don't do any contouring. I apply it wrong. So yeah, but I'll be glad to. If you really want me to, I will. So just let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. I will. But just know it's probably not the right way to do it. So, okay, I'm going to do some laundry. I'll be back in just a little bit. Y'all, this bacon is making me hungry. The smell, I still am not even I'm a third of the way through the cooking process. And I want more. I mean, I want it to hurry up. I want more. I want to eat. I'm starving. So let's go ahead and get this out of the oven. The timer's fixing to go off in just a little bit. In fact, let me pause you because I know everybody's Alexas will go off if I say it out loud. So hang tight. All right, everybody. Let me, I'm going to alternate which rack I put these on as well. And I'm just going to gently flip these over. My house smells so good. And I am ready for Levi's party. Not ready, but I'm getting ready. This bacon jerky is going to be amazing. So we still have 2 more hours to go. And it's looking delicious already. So this was on the top shelf. These two were on the top shelf. I'm going to actually put them down to the bottom shelf now. It's going to be so good. All right, I've got one more tray here. I don't want to overlap them. All right, guys, back in the oven it goes for another 2 hours. It's going to be delicious. They are back in and it is set for 2 more hours. It's going to be so good. Y'all, like my mouth is literally watering smelling this. Those were smoked bacon. I mean, bacon is smoked and cured and it smells so good along with the maple. And then you've got the sriracha. The house smells delicious. I'm telling you, y'all want to try this. Our bacon jerky is out of the oven. The darker ones are the sriracha ones. And the rest over here, that's the sriracha one. Over here are the maple. So I'm getting ready to give these babies a taste. Okay, so let's try. I'm going to try the sriracha one because that's the one I'm excited about. That's really good. It's not too hot. That's good. All right, now to the maple one. Sorry if you can hear me chewing. I got my mic on. Okay. Both are delicious. I could have put more maple on here. I think it needs more, but still delicious. All right. As soon as Bryant's free, I'll get him to come in here and give it a try for you. Even the sriracha one. We won't tell him it's sriracha though. So Bryant has had to run over to the chicken houses for a little bit. When he gets back, he'll be getting his shower ready for the party. But as soon as he's out of the shower, we'll get him to taste the bacon jerky and the raspberry cheesecake. It's time for Bryant to taste the bacon, and then it's time for both of us to taste the cheesecake. I can't wait. So Bryant, come on, let's taste the bacon. Are you ready to try the bacon?
I'm ready.
All right, try this one first.
Here we go. What is it?
It's bacon.
You know what I thought about?
It's bacon. It's yeah.
The commercial.
Bacon. I get it myself, but I don't have thumbs.
Yeah.
The doggy commercial.
We're good.
It's chewy, not quite as chewy as jerky, but
a little sweet.
That's got sugar-free maple syrup, but you could use regular maple syrup.
That's a good little treat.
Yeah. That's going in my pocketbook. All right. Now,
Try this one.
Try that one.
Right. Darker in color. It's sweet.
Sweet. Yep.
But it's got heat.
Oh, it's got heat.
It's got some heat.
He picked up on the heat.
You can't miss it.
Making sure my mic was on.
Mm-hmm.
Still good?
Still good. It's not too bad.
What do you think of the texture? Chewy like jerky, but not quite as chewy or hard. So I like it.
Sometimes with jerky, you got
Yeah, you got to pull it. All right.
That's really good.
Are y'all ready for this? Can you see the crust down there? Oh.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, you ready for it?
But you got to save me a bite.
I'm going to feed you first.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. I'll talk while you try it. What do you think? To die for? Make you want to smack your mama?
Yes. Can I smack my husband?
No, you really good.
Y'all.
Oh, that's killer.
That is so good.
That is out of the park. Killer. What's in it?
Well, cream cheese, sour cream, raspberries. The crust is almond flour, and it's all sugar substitutes.
I'll give you the whole dish.
Yeah, this is good.
That is excellent right there.
And if you cut it into 18 slices, each piece would have less than 2 carbs. So this dish is mine.
Yep.
So that is delicious.
Hey, we've had several people ask for several weeks some low carb stuff. You've noticed we've been doing some low carb stuff, trying to keep all the viewers happy. So
yeah,
I know over the next several weeks you're going to be intertwining a little bit of everything. But that right there, even if you're not on a diet or even if you're not watching your carbs, that is worth making right there.
And remember, 9 times out of 10, when I share a low carb recipe, I share with you the alternative way of making it full sugar. So I give you both. So this is delicious. It's going back in the refrigerator, and I'm ready to sit down with that with a fork, just the whole tray. So, okay, guys, we will see you over at the party. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because you've already seen the party. That was on Sunday's video. So we're just going to end it here. If you want to go back and watch Sunday's video, if you missed it, go back and check. But little sweet Levi is turning 3. My sweet baby's getting to be a big boy. All right, we'll see you next time on The Farm and Pastor's Wife. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.